This video production is sponsored by RD Sales and Service Limited. We service what others sell. For all mechanical repairs, trust our professionals. RD Sales and Service is a proud sponsor of the number 17 Super Truck and Sprint Car.
And outside the 55 is Glenn Manning. Inside row 4, the 51 is Nick Adet, and outside the 14 out of Lake Bronson, Minnesota, is Kevin Braggett in the Ford. Inside of row number 5, the Dynasty Bathrooms number 1 is Derek Pollock, and rounding out the field, the GW Transmission 04 is Wayne Grosky. Oh, that's Derek Pollock.
Hey, Darren, Derek Pollock is pulled down to the inside of the track, but joining us in the booth while we got a minute, Andy Martins. Congratulations, Andy. That must have been a nail biter.
Yeah, it was. I felt that 11's nose all over me the whole time.
You guys put on a great race, I'm going to tell you that. It's probably a little too close for comfort for you and not a long enough race in Shane's opinion, but from our viewpoint, that was a great race. Is it a little more stressful starting on the front row?
It's a lot more stressful. I don't even like the pole, but you just got to defend, and yeah, I knew he was going to be there the whole time, so I just didn't want to screw it up.
Well, you both did a real good job because he was close enough. Had you messed up, he'd have got you. And you both ran a real good, clean race. It was a pleasure to watch. Thank you and congratulations.
Okay, thanks. I just want to say shout out to Sean Tunis for winning the whole thing today. Congratulations.
All right, Andy Martins congratulating the points champion, Sean Tunis, driver of the 39 car. Wow, what is this, a truck pit area down here?
Looks like it. A lot of work going on down on the front straightaway.
Yeah, that was a great race, and as Andy just said, Sean Tunis winning the points championship 2012.
Won it last year?
Did he really? Wow,
Yep.
2 in a row. That's incredible. And this year it took 3 cars to do it, I think. He raced a different one last week than he raced tonight, and it was a little bit of chaos, but he did get the job done. Andy Martins wins the trophy tonight in first place money, and a real entertaining race watching those two guys battle it out for 15 laps. We're 1 lap to green, Darren.
You bet, Pat. 15 laps on the Pepsi board. Your current points leader, Jamie Vernaus, in the Dynasty Bathrooms number 2 up front and in command. He will be the guy to pick up the throttle when the green flag drops. Now, he, I believe, has 13 or 14 feature wins on the season. I believe it's 8 here and 6 elsewhere or 5
Unreal.
elsewhere, but
What a season.
it's incredible, incredible.
Well, last week, him and Glenn Manning in the 55 put on quite a race for us. Don't know who it'll be tonight, but I know Jamie's going to be tough in the Dynasty Bathrooms number 2.
All right, getting set to go super truck racing here. Rob Como looks them over and waves the green flag.
Green flag.
Green flag, we are racing. Cord Allard with a great start. Oh, heads up, Jamie Vernaus slides into turn number 1. Oh, heads up in the back of the pack. We got trucks all over the place. Now we're going to have a super truck pit area.
Man, Darren, I didn't see what started that, but I looked over the back half of the field was pointing all directions.
Well, it looks like the 14 of Kevin Braggett is rolling on the speedway once again. It looks like Gio involved over there. Maybe the number 51 of Nick Adet. Is that the 04 of Grosky over there as well, I believe? Yep.
And I believe the 51, the 1 of Derek Paul. That's half the field over there involved in that one wreck.
Complete restart now. Our competition director, Dale McEwen. Boy, I'm having
Well, you
trouble.
can say competition Dale, Director McEwen, whatever you like.
Derek Pollock rolling to the front straightaway now once again in the MacDon Dynasty Bathrooms number 1. Getting the quick checkup and looking good. All right, so back to 15 laps on the Pepsi board.
That's the same 2 guys that stopped down here a little while ago, number 1 and number 14.
Exactly.
Are they not sure they like what they're getting told down there, or what's happening, I wonder?
Oh, is it okay?
Oh.
Something coming out of the overflow. They thought it was fuel.
Sharp eye. On
Right.
both those trucks? Oh, I see. Okay, thanks.
Oh,
Jim.
tattletale.
So Derek Pollock stopped on the front straightaway to tell the official that the 14 was leaking fuel. Now, that's for safety reasons. That's a sharp eye on Derek Pollock's fault on his part. Probably smelling it a little too, and not wanting to get saturated with it, obviously. While the wrecker on top of turn 4, Darren, for the 25 of Gio Hopefully, it doesn't look like he'll be able to continue unless he's hung up there. I don't know, but hopefully he'll be able to refire and rejoin the field.
51 down at the bottom of turn 4. That's Nick Adet.
That looks like it got a little beaten with a board, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think his got probably the worst of it, Pat. Of course, Nick Adet races a pure stock in our Monday night racing series. Racing in the Super Truck as well. Also drives a Midwest Modified, so pretty busy driver, the driver this number 51.
Imagine just driving it's not the hard part. Getting them all ready to race, that's the tough part. You swallow that piece of popcorn or do you breathe it instead of eating it or what? Well, I was telling the folks about this Saturday, the rental experience. $100 for 10 laps, 100 and a quarter for 15, 100 and a half for 20. Lunch will be catered by Montana's. It's going to be a good time right here. 9 a.m. to 2 this coming Saturday right here at Red River Co-op Speedway. Going to be a great time. Be sure and book your rental spot. All you got to do is get a hold of Derek at rentalracecar.com. So we got a pretty good 50-50 tonight. $910. $910. And we're going to draw it after this race. So if you bought a 50-50 ticket, we're going to get Travis to go down and draw the winner. You want to have a look at mine so you know what the numbers look like? You're supposed to pick them? Okay. $910 we're going to be giving away at the end of this race. And before we do that, we want to say thank you to everybody. As our season winds down with just this tonight and one more race to go, the Snow Stomper Snowmobile Club are out here every race night along with Joe and Allison Stanwyck selling 50-50 tickets. And they sell them because the money goes to the Driver's Point Fund. Half the money tonight, $910, goes to one of you lucky ticket holders. The other half goes to the Driver's Point Fund. So when we're talking about points and the battle that these guys get in, it's not just points and bragging rights, it's some pretty serious money. Last year, the Point Fund, of course, not just last year, but over the years, the Point Fund has been administered by Al Delane, and that's why when we lost Al to cancer a couple of years back, the Al Delane Memorial Race was thought up to honor his memory, because over the last few years, there's been well over $20,000 given out annually at the points at the race banquet in the Driver's Point Fund, and that primarily that comes from the sale of 50-50 tickets. So on behalf of the drivers, we want to say thank you all for buying tickets all year long, and a special thank you to Joe and Allison Stanwyck and all the gang from the Snow Stompers that get the job done out here every year and put that kind of money in not only your pockets but the drivers' pockets as well. So thank you all very, very much. $910 tonight. I'm feeling lucky tonight. I got my tickets right here. Oh, where are they? Oh, I got them. Oh, I don't. Oh, yeah, there they are. Although I know I won one earlier this year, so I'm sure it'll take me another 20 years to win another one. But
Was that your first win ever in a
Yep.
50-50? I thought it was, yeah.
20-some years took me to win it.
Wow.
I won 800 and some bucks, and I think I'm still about 300 short. But that's okay. I took the 800 and wish I knew where it went.
Didn't buy me lunch, I can tell you that.
Well, I'm lucky. I won't ever have to buy you lunch because it's your turn next. So if I'm buying after you buy, I'm safe. Unfortunately, Guillaume's 25 up on the hook there. That's a tough break.
Well, Pat, of course, we've got tonight's racing and then, of course, the rental experience on Saturday. And then the following Saturday is our final event. That is Saturday, October the 6th. Do you have any plans for any winter racing, Pat? Are you going to take anything in during the winter?
Going to check out the Wild West Shootout in Tucson in January. Watch the late models and modifieds down there. And then over February and March, maybe skip around a little bit and watch some sprint car racing. And how about you?
Not sure yet. Haven't really looked at a calendar. Probably might do Daytona again in February. Travis really enjoyed himself last year.
Pavement race?
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm not a NASCAR
You
fan,
lose a bet or what?
but no, it was just kind of
Well, I'll
kind of
tell
a
you,
neat experience.
you did say the right word, Daytona experience,
Yeah.
because it is that.
Definitely.
They put together a show. They really do. Oh boy, look
And-
at this 25 truck. Looks kind of battered.
And don't forget, Pat, last year we also hit Tampa, so there is some racing, a lot of dirt track racing going on in that
Oh,
speed
yeah.
week. So probably try that, I think, this year if I can get some time off in the winter. We'll see.
This coming Sunday, is it Monday? Monday? Watertown has their 2-day season wind-up. Wazota late models will be there. I imagine Ricky Weiss will be there, and probably Shane Edgington and maybe Mike Balkin, Brad Sang. We'll head down there and close out the season. Our last points race for the Wazota late model, or for the Wazota cars, is October 6th, 2 o'clock start. 9 classes of cars and trucks. It's going to be a great day. Bring your cushion so your butt don't get sore. Going to be 9 classes. You can imagine it might be, we could be here a couple hours. But afterwards, well, we're going to have the Star Life Flight helicopter fly in and show everybody what they're all about. And then we got an Air Force flyover. And our Air Force, is that what you call it, Air Force? Yeah, Royal Canadian Air Force will be coming out here on the 6th to give us a flyover. Their 1929 Hercules, I think. And then what else? Fireworks, pig roast. Going to be a great night. Live music right here in the pit area, October 6th. Now, we've been telling you about this coming Saturday. The place is not open for you to come and watch unless you book the rental race car. We're talking about ribs and burgers and stuff. That's if you're a customer of Rental Race Car Experience. So the gates are not open Saturday, but if you're a renter, you get in for they say there's no free lunch, but there will be. Here we go.
We're racing in the Super Truck division. Well, Cord Allard goes right into the bottom of turn number 1 and shuts the door on the 2 of Jamie Vernaus. Cord Allard is your leader. The Adams Detailing Products North Star Winnipeg engine number 92 looking good. Riding along in third spot, the RD Sales and Service number 17 of Tavia Dorge. She has raced less than half a season after having her baby recently, so nice to see her back in the seat. Doing a great job out here today. Tavia Dorge pouring the coals to the number 2 of Jamie Vernaus, and she's got the second spot. Vernaus comes battling back in the Dynasty Bathrooms number 2. Great race, but it looks like, Pat, I gotta say there might be a little bit of a handling problem on that number 2. I don't know if it's a spring or a shock or something, but just doesn't look quite right out there right now. You see how it's kind of fallen over on the left front? It's hard to say.
Well, it is hard to say from here, but I would think that I don't know, it's hard to tell. Jamie is probably watching Cord Allard get away on him, and he's maybe overdriving it a little bit too. That when he let Tavia by him there, it's only because he went too deep, I think, into turn 3. So if he gathers his thoughts and gets back to concentrating, I think he'll be all right. Oh, look at him, did it again. You might well be right. There could be mechanical problems with the 2.
Cord Allard continues to lead. He's got about a straightaway lead on Tavia Dorge, who's second, but here comes the Dynasty number 2. Jamie Vernaus really having a battle with Tavia Dorge. Tavia doing a great job. Definite handling problems on that number 2, Pat, I'd have to say. See a real bad push.
If it pushes like that on the bottom, you got to move to the top. And Jamie tried it on turn 1, and the truck performed a whole lot better. There it is, looking better in turn 3 again. If it's pushing on the bottom, you got to go elsewhere.
Cord Allard doing a great job out here. The former motocross racer really opening his lead here in the Super Truck division. 3 to go for your leader. The battle continues between Tavia Dorj and the 2 of Jamie Vernaus. Ensign Braggett currently 4th and 5th on the racetrack, but certainly the best race has been between the 17 and the 2. Vernaus trying the high side. Jamie Vernaus with a run on the number 17 down the back chute. White flag is coming out for your leader, Cord Allard in the 92. Cord Allard, your race leader, with a heck of a race here, and he's going to take the checkered flag. How about it for Cord Allard? Here's the race for 2nd and 3rd spot now. Jamie Vernaus. Wow, he got her. What a great finish in the Super Truck division. Jamie Vernaus comes sweeping around the outside of the racetrack, passing the number 17 of Tavia Dorj right at the finish line. Pat, it doesn't get much better than that. Great job by both those drivers. They raced side by side for several laps, didn't hit each other, and a great pass at the end. That's awesome.
You know, you often hear about guys saying, oh, girls can't do this. Well, I'm here to tell you, Tavia Dorj does one heck of a job driving that truck. She does a fantastic job. But how about Cord Allard, a rookie in the truck division this year? He's never looked like a rookie since the start of the season, and wins the second last feature. He's got to be pleased with his performance this year. He's had a great season.